Nigni ni Mwanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, mother, nature, mother, earth. In the name of the true begotten son, Emmanuel, Imanuel, whose name means God with us, Matthew 1:23. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigritiia, which means land of the gods. Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel, Kunta Kinte, man's first tongue, Adam. Armani kutoka you. Peace from above. How y'all doing? Good to be here. The Book of Life. Kitty Bucha, Uzima. Reading from the New Testament of Emmanuel. Agano. Yipya, ya. Emmanuel. Yom. Chapter 12. Then 6 days before the Passover, Emmanuel came to Bethany, where Lazarus, who had been dead, when he had been whom he had raised from the dead. There they made him a supper, and Martha served, but Lazarus was one of those who sat at the table with him. Then Mary took a pound of very costly oil of spikenard, anointed the feet of Emmanuel, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the oil. But one of the disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, who would betray him, said, Why was this fragrant oil not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor? This he said not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief and had the money box, and he used to take what was put in it. But Emmanuel said, Let her alone. She has kept this for the day of my burial. For the poor you have with you always, but me you do not have always. Now a great many of the Jews knew that he was there, and they came not for Emmanuel's sake, but that they might also see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests plotted to put Lazarus to death also, because on account of him, many of the Jews went away and believed in Emmanuel. The next day, a great multitude that had come to the feast, when they heard that Emmanuel was coming to Jerusalem, took branches of palm trees and went out to meet him and cried out, Blessed is he who comes in the name of the God, the King of Israel. Then Emmanuel, whom he had found, a young donkey, sat on it, as it is written, Fear not, daughter of Zion. Behold, your king is coming, sitting on a donkey's colt. His disciples did not understand these things at first, but when Emmanuel was glorified, then they remembered that these things were written about him, and that they had done these things to him. Therefore, the people who were with him, when he called Lazarus out of his tomb and raised him from the dead, bore witness. For this reason, the people also met him, because they heard that he had done this sign. The Pharisees therefore said amongst themselves, You see that you are accomplishing nothing? Look, the world has gone after him. Now there were certain Greeks among those who came up to worship at the feast. Then they came to Felix, who was from Bethsaida of Galilee, and asked him, saying, Sir, we wish to see Emmanuel. Philip came and told Andre, and in turn, Andre and Philip told Emmanuel. But Emmanuel answered them, saying, The hour has come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Most assuredly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much grain. He who loves his life will lose it, and he who hates his life in this world will keep it for eternal life. If anyone serves me, let him follow me, and where I am, where my servant will be also. If anyone serves me, him my Father will honor. Now my soul is troubled, and what shall I say? Father saves me from the hour, but for this purpose I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name. Then a voice came from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. Therefore the people who stood by and heard it said that it had thundered. Others said an angel has spoken to him. Emmanuel answered and said, this voice did not come because of me, but for your sake. Now is the judgment of this world. Now the ruler of this world will be cast out. And I, if I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. This he said, signifying by what death he would die. The people answered him, we have heard from the law that the teacher remains forever. And how can you say the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man? Then Emmanuel said to them, a little while longer the light is with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness overtake you. He who walks in darkness does not know where he is going. While you have the light, believe in the light, that you may become sons of light. Mm. These things Emmanuel spoke and departed and was hidden from them. But although he had done so many signs before them, they did not believe in him. That the word of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spoke. Teacher, who has believed our report, and to whom has the turn, who and to whom has the arm of the teacher been revealed? Therefore they could not believe, because Isaiah said again, he has blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, lest they should see with their eyes, lest they should understand with their hearts and turn, so that I should heal them. These things Isaiah said when he saw his glory and spoke of him. Nevertheless, even among the rulers, many believed in him, but because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue. For they love the praise of men more than the praise of gold. More than the praise of gold, of golds. Then Emmanuel cried out and said, he who believes in me, believes not in me, but in him who sent me. John 12:44. Let me say it again. Then Emmanuel cried out and said, he who believes in me believes not in me, but in him who sent me. One more time, John 12:44. Then Emmanuel cried out and said, he who believes in me believes not in me, but in him who sent me. And he who sees me sees him who sent me. One more time. 45. And he who sees me sees him who sent me. I have come as a light into the world, that whoever believes in me should not abide in darkness. And if anyone hears my words and does not believe, I do not judge him, for I did not come to judge the world, but to save the world. He who rejects me and does not receive my words has that which judges him. The word that I have spoken will judge him in the last day. For I have not spoken on my own authority, but the Father who sent me gave me a command what I should say and what I should speak. And I know that his command is everlasting life. Therefore, whatever I speak, just as the Father has told me, so I speak. Mm. One more time. Chapter 12, verse 49. For I have not spoken on my own authority, but the Father who sent me gave me a command, what I should say and what I should speak. One more time. One more time. Just like me, I sitting up here, book of life. And it's not because I have the ability and the authority, but I do have the ability and authority to go to goals. He the one told me, Matthew 1:23. He told everybody else, Matthew 1:23. But see, they look at Matthew 1:23. I see Matthew 1:23. And by me seeing Matthew 1:23, there's no way I can say Jesus. Excuse me. There's no way I can say Jesus. Because I know at Matthew 1:23, go to goal, sent the angel to deliver a message to his chosen people. And his chosen people gonna look at Matthew 1:23 and knowledge Matthew 1:23 and understand that 125 is go to goal is allowing them to manipulate his word so that everybody don't get to go to heaven. Only those who seek truth, not my truth. His truth. One more time. John 12:44. He that believe in me don't believe in me. Don't put your faith in me. Put your faith in he who sent me. When I speak, I am not speaking. I am the microphone. I keep telling y'all, I'm just the microphone. I'm the speaker of me, excuse me. I am the speaker. He is talking into the microphone. My bad. Let me rephrase. I am the speaker. As he talks into the microphone, it comes out me, the speaker. I'm not speaking what I want it to be. I'm following the leads of my God of goals, of the God of goals, who told me that his begotten son's name is Imanuel. So I'm not going to disrespect him by calling him OPG, other people's goal name and title. And I sure ain't giving to call no G when I can see that I see a J. For real. Jesus is their God. They can have him. Allah's their God. They can have him. Buddha's their God. They can have him. Jehovah's their God. They can have him. Have your God. I'm not mad. Samson. When they captured Samson, they gave praises to their God, daggone. One more time. But after giving praises to their God, daggone, Samson took out the whole Colosseum. Excuse me. So that the gold of golds could show his power. Because he went from 7 locks and the jawbone of an ass taking out 1,000 men. They clipped his 7 locks and his locks grew back. And he was dreading what he had did. And with his dreadlocks, he went to God of gold and asked God, may I have vengeance? And God of gold said, yes, you may. And he took out the whole Colosseum. One more time to show true power. See, they was giving praises to their God, daggone, for we captured our worst enemy. But unbeknownst to them, the chariot, what they say, the chariot horse, or whatever you want to call it. What's that shit they be saying? Chariot horse or whatever? Yeah, exactly. They didn't know that when they captured Samson, that at the same time they captured their own death. The death was already predetermined. The minute they brought Samson in and was ridiculing him and disrespecting him, they already sealed their fate. One more time. To understand God of goals is not to try to use this. Just and let him be your goal. Because my goal created me. His will be done first and foremost, just like my big brother said. If you believe in me, you don't believe in me. Because I'm not the one. Not me. God is the one. I'm just the speaker. As he's speaking to the microphone, I'm just the speaker. Now it's up to you whether you want to pay attention to the speaker or whether you want to pay attention to those who mean you know well. Just like, okay, 12:6. Judas. This he said, why was this fragrant oil not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor? This he said not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief and had the money box and he used to take what was put in it. One more time. Judas was a thief. One more time. I keep telling y'all, if you see what's happening, then you can understand what's happening. He was thinking he was in control of the money and he would take whatever he wanted. 29. Therefore, the people who stood by and heard it, they heard a voice from heaven, but they didn't hear the voice from heaven. They said it was thunder. They heard thunder. Because one more time, it's not for everybody. God makes it plain. This is not for everybody. Just like 34, the Son of Man must be lifted up. Who is this Son of Man? As they talk to the Son of Man. See, because they so busy wanting him to be what he ain't, the Son of God. Because that's what he does not ever proclaim to be. He steady, consistently says, I am the Son of Man. Who is Adam? One more time. Because man did not plan him. God planned him direct. But man had everything to do with him coming forth into this world because the womb had to be broken from the outside. Joseph took his wife and then he knew her not because the womb had to be broken from the outside for that child to come out because that child could not go against the laws of nature, which is to break the womb from the inside. Not happening. His laws of laws stand forever, first and foremost. No matter how I feel, his will be done on earth as it is written in heaven. His will be done on earth as it is written in heaven. No matter how I feel, his will, first and foremost. Just like my big brother said, I want to delay the hour, but I won't delay the hour because thy will first and foremost. Trip C's, Trip C's, Trip C's, Cool Calm Collected, www, whole wide world. Nigga, ni, Mwanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam called son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigeria, which means land of the gods. In the name of the true begotten Son, Imanuel, Imanuel, whose name means go with us, Matthew 1:23. In the name of the true, in the name, excuse me, in the name of the God of gold, who made me possible to be, so that I may, through his power, give the chosen one choices. One more time. You can believe in Matthew 1:23, Emmanuel, or you can believe in Matthew 1:25, who God of God allowed them to change the name, but not 123. Where it counts, 123, it is not changed. Where it doesn't count, 125, he allowed them to change it. Choices. Which one you want to believe in? 123, which tells you what the angels said and the message you got from God, or 125, which tells you that his 1 through 3 story is there. Choices. Amani, you peace from above. Hump day. Enjoy your day. And remember, go is the beginning. Not in the beginning, God. Because in the beginning is 3 English words. In the beginning. No, nothing comes before goal. Goal is the beginning. 4 points, solid foundation. Never forget.